Hey YouTube, it's Mitch on my.com. Today we're going to be doing the top 10 free applications for June. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one I'm going to share with you is called Read Quick. This is an app that Apple just released this week as the free app of the week to teach you to read quicker. This is regular $9.99, so it's an awesome game, guys. I'm sorry, not a game, but an application. Be sure to check it out. There's a whole lot that goes with it, and I have an in-depth review here if you want to check that out. But here's some of the features that you get. You can read from Instapaper, Pocket. Save your articles to Instapaper, Pocket, Readability, and then read them inside the Read Quick app, which we'll just use one of these from Macworld, which is one of these sources that comes in the app. If you double tap the circle there, you see it starts reading the app. If you double tap again, it stops. If you double tap the half circle, it starts right back where it stopped reading before. But if you tap the complete the arrow circle again, it starts back at the beginning. And the next one is going to be Wrong Way Racing. This is a game, and it's very difficult. I'm not a gamer, guys. I enjoy playing games. I'm no good at these games. Keep in mind, I review hundreds of these a month. There's no possible way I could be an expert on all of these. So what you have to do is switch lanes here before you get hit. And as you can see, it gets a little bit faster and harder as you go along. That's called Wrong Way Racing, and it's a very cool game. Next one is Rival Knights. This is by Gameloft. This reminds me a whole lot of the Infinity Blade. There's just the way the graphics look and everything about it. But needless to say, it does have some good game play with it, and the graphics are phenomenal, to say the least. It takes it just a minute to load up. So while it's loading up, in Rival Knights, you are playing as a jouster. So if you enjoy joust, then you'll probably enjoy playing this game that much more. So if not, that really doesn't have anything to do with it. You're still going to probably have fun playing the game. It takes it just a second or two to load up. It says it's connecting with the network. So let's go ahead and give it just a second. You see the graphics are awesome on this. So as you can see, we're fixing to square off here. And you have some settings up there at the top. So you see, I was too late, so I'm not going to do that good, don't look like. I'm going to try to go for the shield. Go for it, baby. Oh. So you see, I got defeated. Like I said, guys, it's an awesome game. You're just going to have to take the time to learn to play, and you'll really enjoy it. I'm sure you will. So let's go on. The next one we're looking at was just released today, called Angry Bird Epic. Angry Birds Epic. And this isn't the typical physics game. This is not the typical physics game that we're used to seeing from Angry Birds. Actually, the gameplay is quite different than I expected, but I guess they thought it was time to change it just a little bit. Here you're playing as a knight. Isn't that ironic? We were just jousting there. We're still a knight in the Angry Birds. So let's go into here if it'll load up, and we'll play the first. I'm going to back up to the first level here just so you get a sense of what it feels like at the beginning, instead of throwing you in right at the very part where I'd worked up to. Now that little pepper down there at the bottom gives you extra powers of 115 points, it says. You have to drag your finger over the little pig and release, and your knight will jump on top of him and pound him into oblivion. And the more you kill, the more you win. The farther up the little pepper progresses, you get to spin the wheel each time too for loot. And as you can see, it just continues on like that until you keep going to different levels. Okay, pretty cool game. Next one is piano tiles, guys. I know you're probably sick of the white tile issue, but this one has the piano sounds, and I just really enjoy it. I'm gonna play the classic part. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you have some musical ability, this will probably help you play in the game, but you don't have to have any. It shows you exactly when to hit them and so on. There's several different modes you can play. Moving on, the next one is called Cobble. This is a mix between Scrabble and Tetris. That's how they described it. You still have to make words. You only have a few seconds to do it. So let me show you a little bit about how it works. Different letters will begin falling out of the top part up here, and the longer your word, the more letters I should say, the more points you get. So if we wanted to say R-O-D, see, we get points for that. Okay, and it also drops some bombs where you can delete letters even if you don't. P-I-N, and we'll take that. S-E-W. You see, I'm a 3-letter guy. And there's times 2. H-I-T. It did it wrong. H-I-T. Alright. D-R-O-P. Alright. So I won't bore you with that. That's how that works. Next one is Gunfinger. This is a whole lot like Mad. Not Mad, but what's it called? I'm drawing a blank, guys. It's late. Anyway, it's a zombie game, and you get to shoot and kill zombies and that stuff. It's a lot of fun. So we'll go ahead and tap start. And you touch down at the bottom right hand side to load your gun. When you shoot it empty, and it says tap anywhere on the screen to shoot. So let's go. And you see, here we are. We're cowboying it up today, looks like. There's a little rubber duck. And this is just practice. And you swipe to reload, it says. Stage 3. And that one was called Gunfinger. Pretty awesome game, guys. Next one we're looking at is some wallpapers. I thought I would throw this in for all the users out there that just look for some awesome apps. If you want to change up the way your iOS device looks, you have some different wallpapers you can swipe through, and they have some very nice HD quality, and you know, you can pinch them and zoom them and do whatever you want to after you save them. Once you save them in your photos, that is. Here's Dad, you rock. So that would be a Father's Day, which we know is coming up, and they have several in here, looks like, for Father's Day. They have a lot of cool gradient wallpapers too that you definitely would want to check out, and it shows you what they would look like here on the screen. And you can, I like the abstracts. That tends to be where most of the gradients are that I enjoy using. And there's one with some water droplets, looks like, that was pretty nice. Right there, it's got a calendar built into it. But if that's not something you want, you can find plenty in here that you can use. That's called Wallpapers for iOS 7. Now the next one here is called The Line. This is a pretty addictive game, guys. It's hard to play. You have to hold down on the little green stripe there to sort of get the ball moving, and then you just have to sort of tilt your finger, but you have to do it very fast. Okay? And as you can see, my high score isn't that well. I did it too fast that time. 72 as high as I have gotten. I'm sure some of you out there is untelling how much your score is. Ooh, I barely made that corner. that one too. Didn't get that one. Well, my high score is 79. Game over. One more. It's called Shoot the Balls. And you just keep playing like so. Hit the start button. And when you hit those, it releases other balls. And you get to reload. Pretty awesome, hey? Once you get the hang of it, you can keep it going a pretty good while. Check them out, guys. I'll have all the links in the description. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, we'd love to have you here. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Follow modmy.com on Facebook and Twitter. Those links are in the description as well. Share this video and keep coming back.